Welcome to another episode of Molecules Matter with Dr. Dan, the podcast where we explore the incredible molecules hiding inside everyday foods and discover how they can influence our health. Today, we're talking about one of the most controversial foods on the planet. Some people describe its smell as sweet custard mixed with caramel. Others say it smells like gym socks, onions, gasoline, or even sewage. It's been banned from hotels, airports, taxis, and public transportation throughout Southeast Asia because of its powerful aroma. Yet, despite its reputation, millions of people, including myself, consider it the king of fruits. Today, we're diving into durian, and I love durian. But this isn't an episode about whether you'll like the taste. This is an episode about the remarkable sulfur-containing molecules inside this fruit, and these molecules may help explain many of its scientifically documented health benefits. We'll explore how these unique compounds may support your body's glutathione system, why researchers have found that extracts from durian can kill leukemia cells in laboratory studies, how it may support fertility and breastfeeding, its antioxidant properties, and why it can be an excellent natural source of energy. We'll also discuss its nutrition, the best way to eat it, and what the current scientific literature actually says. So, let's begin. What is durian? Durian is a fruit that's native to Southeast Asia and grows primarily in Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, and the Philippines. There are dozens of species and hundreds of cultivated varieties. The fruit itself can weigh anywhere from 2 to 7 pounds. Its thick shell is covered in intimidating spikes, protecting a creamy interior that ranges from pale yellow to deep golden. The texture has often been compared to custard or cheesecake, but the defining characteristic is its aroma. That unmistakable smell comes largely from an extraordinary collection of volatile sulfur compounds, or VSCs. Scientists have identified well over 40 different aroma-producing molecules in durian. These sulfur-containing molecules are uncommon in fruit and are much more often associated with garlic, onions, cabbage, broccoli, and other members of the cruciferous and allium families. This immediately caught the attention of scientists because sulfur chemistry is deeply connected to human health. Let's talk about the molecules that make durian unique. Sulfur is one of the most important elements in biology. It's found in 2 amino acids, methionine and cysteine, which are required for making proteins. Sulfur also forms the backbone of one of the body's most important antioxidant systems, glutathione. Glutathione is often called the master antioxidant. Every cell in your body depends on it. It helps neutralize free radicals, it supports liver detoxification, it recycles vitamins C and E, it protects DNA, it supports immune function, it helps regulate inflammation, and as we age, glutathione levels naturally decline. Scientists are constantly looking for dietary strategies to help maintain healthy glutathione production. Durian contains sulfur-containing compounds that appear capable of supporting this pathway. While durian itself doesn't contain massive quantities of glutathione, it provides sulfur chemistry that may help your body maintain its own glutathione production. Think of it as supplying important building materials rather than delivering the finished product. This may help explain many of durian's antioxidant effects observed in laboratory and animal studies. Let's talk about durian as a natural source of antioxidants. Most people think antioxidants only come from colorful pigments. Blueberries have anthocyanins, tomatoes have lycopene, carrots contain beta-carotene. Durian is different. Its antioxidant activity comes from several different classes of molecules working synergistically together. These include vitamin C, polyphenols, flavonoids, carotenoids, sulfur-containing compounds, and glutathione-related molecules. Researchers consistently find that durian demonstrates impressive antioxidant capacity using multiple laboratory tests. Animal studies have shown reductions in oxidative stress markers after consuming durian extracts. While laboratory antioxidant tests don't always translate directly into clinical outcomes, the evidence suggests durian provides a broad spectrum of phytoprotective phytochemicals. Can durian help fight cancer? Well, this is where we need to be very careful. Durian is not a cancer treatment. No one should replace medical therapy with this fruit. However, the laboratory research is fascinating. Scientists have exposed human leukemia cells growing in the laboratory to extracts from durian. Several studies found that these extracts reduced leukemia cell survival. Some cells underwent apoptosis, or programmed cell death. Others stopped dividing. Researchers believe multiple compounds likely contribute to these effects. The sulfur-containing molecules are one possibility. Polyphenols are another. Flavonoids may also contribute. Importantly, these findings occurred in cell culture experiments. That does not mean eating durian cures leukemia. Many compounds kill cancer cells in a petri dish, but never become effective medicines in humans. But good food is medicine when we eat these natural molecules from food. So, nevertheless, these findings provide another example of how plants contain biologically active molecules worthy of future investigation. Let's return to glutathione, because it's one of the most interesting aspects of this fruit. Glutathione is made from 3 amino acids: glutamate, cysteine, and glycine. Of these, cysteine is usually the limiting ingredient. Sulfur-containing foods help provide the raw materials needed to produce cysteine and ultimately glutathione. Foods like garlic, onions, broccoli, cabbage, and now durian fit into this category. This doesn't mean eating one serving of durian dramatically raises glutathione overnight. Instead, regularly eating sulfur-rich foods may help support your body's long-term antioxidant defenses. Think of glutathione like your body's internal fire department. Every day, small oxidative fires occur throughout your body. Glutathione helps extinguish those fires before significant damage occurs. Let's talk about fertility now. One of the more intriguing areas of durian research involves fertility. Animal studies have shown improvements in sperm quality after durian consumption. Researchers observed important improvements in sperm count, better sperm motility, improved antioxidant protection, reduced oxidative stress within reproductive tissues. And why might this happen? Well, sperm cells are particularly vulnerable to oxidative damage. Antioxidants help protect their delicate membranes and DNA. Sulfur-containing compounds may contribute by supporting glutathione. Vitamin C also helps. Polyphenols contribute additional antioxidant protection. Human studies remain limited, although it's interesting, during the summertime when durian is most abundant and is cheaper, a lot of times that's when people get pregnant. So we cannot conclude that eating durian improves fertility in people, but the early research and certainly the anecdotal population study research certainly justifies the additional investigation about durian and fertility. Let's talk about breastfeeding and milk production. Durian has been traditionally recommended in parts of Southeast Asia for women after childbirth. Modern researchers have begun studying whether this traditional practice has scientific support. Several clinical studies suggest that eating durian may increase milk production among lactating mothers. The exact mechanism of how increased breast milk production happens remains uncertain. Researchers suspect several possibilities: improved overall maternal nutrition, hormonal influences, enhanced caloric intake, and bioactive phytochemicals. Because breastfeeding requires substantial energy, nutrient-dense foods become especially important. Durian provides carbohydrates, healthy fats, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and numerous phytochemicals that may collectively support milk production. More research is still needed, but current evidence appears encouraging. Let's talk about durian and natural energy. Durian is one of the more calorie-dense fruits available. Unlike watermelon or strawberry, durian provides substantial energy. 100 grams contains approximately 150 calories, about 27 grams of carbohydrates, roughly 5 grams of dietary fiber, around 5 grams of fat, approximately 1.5 grams of protein. That fat content surprises many people. Most fruits contain almost no fat. Durian is different. The combination of carbohydrates and healthy fats provides sustained energy rather than a rapid sugar spike followed by a crash. This explains why durian has traditionally been valued as an energy food throughout Southeast Asia. So in addition to its macronutrient composition that I just mentioned, durian is also an excellent source of vitamin C, potassium, manganese, and copper. Durian is also rich in several B vitamins, including thiamine, folate, and vitamin B6. So a serving of roughly 1 cup of durian, which is about 4 arrows, provides meaningful nutrition without excessive calories. Let's talk about durian and heart health. Durian provides a combination of nutrients associated with cardiovascular health. Its fiber may help lower LDL cholesterol levels. Its potassium supports healthy blood pressure. Its antioxidants may reduce oxidative stress, and several animal studies suggest improvement in blood lipid profiles after durian consumption. Human evidence remains limited, but the nutritional profile certainly supports inclusion as part of a healthy dietary pattern. And people in Southeast Asia who regularly eat durian, their heart health biomarkers are healthier than the population that does not consume durian. Let's talk about durian and blood sugar. Here's something many people don't expect. Although durian tastes sweet, studies suggest its glycemic index is lower than many tropical fruits. Its fiber and fat slow digestion. That doesn't mean people with diabetes should eat unlimited amounts, but compared with many desserts, durian produces a more gradual rise in blood glucose. Again, portion size matters. Let's talk about durian and gut health. Durian contains significant amounts of dietary fiber. That fiber feeds beneficial gut bacteria, also known as probiotics. Animal studies have also suggested favorable changes in the gut microbiome after durian consumption. Scientists continue investigating whether these microbiome effects contribute to improvements in metabolism and inflammation, and the current research says that it does. Let's talk about durian and brain health. Emerging research suggests antioxidant-rich diets help protect neurons or the wiring in the brain from oxidative damage. Durian's sulfur compounds, polyphenols, vitamin C, and other antioxidants may contribute to neuroprotection. Animal studies have suggested possible improvements in memory and reductions in oxidative damage within brain tissue. Again, these findings remain preliminary, but they're consistent with what we know about antioxidant nutrition more broadly. Should everyone eat durian? Well, not necessarily. Durian is nutritious, but it is also calorie dense. Individuals trying to lose weight should be mindful of portion sizes. Some people simply don't enjoy the smell, although I think those people are crazy. Others absolutely love it, like myself. There are also myths worth addressing. One common myth is that eating durian with coffee or alcohol is poisonous. Current scientific evidence does not support these dramatic claims. However, because both alcohol and durian can affect metabolism differently, moderation remains wise. How much durian should you eat? The scientific literature doesn't identify an official therapeutic dose. Most studies evaluating health effects have used realistic food portions. For healthy adults, 1/2 to 1 cup of fresh durian several times per week fits comfortably within a balanced diet. And again, when we're talking about a cup of durian, think of about eating 4 arrows. That's about a cup of durian. Frozen durian generally retains most of the nutrients and is often easier to find outside of Southeast Asia. So, final thoughts. Durian reminds us that nature rarely packages health benefits into one miracle molecule. Instead, foods contain entire molecular communities. In durian, sulfur-containing compounds appear to work alongside vitamin C, polyphenols, flavonoids, carotenoids, fiber, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals. Together, these molecules may help support antioxidant defenses, glutathione production, cardiovascular health, gut health, energy metabolism, fertility, breastfeeding, and possibly even provide compounds worthy of future cancer research. The smell may divide people, but the science is becoming increasingly difficult to ignore. Sometimes the healthiest foods don't smell the prettiest. As always, remember that no single food creates health. Health comes from consistently eating a wide variety of nutrient-dense foods rich in bioactive molecules. Durian simply happens to be one of the most unique examples nature has created. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Molecules Matter with Dr. Dan. I sincerely appreciate it. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with someone who has always wondered why people are willing to stand in line for one of the world's smelliest fruits. Until next time, remember, the molecules matter because you and your health matter. I'll see you in the next episode.